Hello there, guys. Okay, in today's study, we have two light pieces each. We have one knight and one bishop versus a bishop pair. But we also got this extra pawn here, which is going upwards, by the way. So the question is, with this slim advantage in material, how can we manage to win this as white? As always, there's only one variation leading to a victory, and the goal is for you to find that one. So pause the video now, analyze this on your own, and see if you can find out how white wins this. Go ahead. All right, welcome back. So let's just talk about this pawn. If we are trying to get this up to promote with the intention of forcing black to sacrifice one piece, one of his bishops on this one, well, he's going to agree with that plan because it's not winning for white. Uh, I can really do anything here, but let's just look at something to make it very obvious. If we do something like this, and now we're attacking the bishop, he can simply ignore this. We take the bishop, he takes the pawn. And two light pieces versus a bishop is not winning. Not at all. That's only a draw. So that trying something like this is just not good enough. And if we instead just try to force our pawn here, he will go and attack it, and then he can simply, of course, he can play the king here, but he can simply just take this if he wants to. This is just a draw. We are not getting anywhere with this. Two pieces against the bishop, two light pieces against the bishop is not winning. So, back this up from the beginning. In order to win this, we have to take one of the bishops. We have to capture one of them and to really get it trapped somewhere. And when you start looking at that, I think the first move is kind of obvious. We have a bishop here that we can attack, and that's the one we're going to snatch. So the first move is king to f2, attacking this bishop. And the plan is, of course, if we win one bishop, then we can force the other bishop to sacrifice on the pawn. And then we have an endgame with the knight and the bishop, which is winning, but it's not easy, but it is winning. Okay, so first, king f2 to attack. And you see here, of course, if he moves the bishop to h3, then we have a nice little fork here, and the bishop is gone. And he cannot protect the bishop, so he has to move it, and it can only go to h1. So that was the first step. Okay, what do we do? Well, we cannot take this bishop. It's impossible to take from here, so we just keep on hunting this one. King g1 is the next move. Keep on attacking. And again, it has to move, and now it's forced up to f3, which was the plan all along. We wanted to get it from g2 to f3 because now we can attack it with our knight. Knight g5 check, and this is a fork. The bishop covers all of this diagonal, so obviously black is forced to play king e3. If he does something like this, well, he simply loses his bishop, and after that we're going to win. It's going to take some while, but sooner or later black will have to sacrifice his bishop on this pawn, and after that we win. Okay, so the check, black forced to move his king to e3 to still protect his bishop. We continue with another check here. And we really want to take this, of course. It cannot go up here, it cannot go here. It has two squares to choose from. But if you go up here, then we get a nice little check with the fork. Check on the king, and we will take the bishop. So instead, he's forced down to e2. Now, could be another suitable time to pause the video again. Can you find out how you finish this off? How you grab one of these bishops? Go ahead and pause again if you haven't seen it already. Okay, here we go. So, okay, this bishop is in perfect position. Also, the king is good here, blocking everything. We have to do something with our knight. Of course, we cannot take here. It's protected. So now it's time to switch focus and start attacking the other bishop. Knight e6 is the great move. Not only does it threaten the bishop, it also threatens to come in on d4 with another check with a fork towards the bishop, and from there it's going to be a lot harder for black to defend his bishop. So okay, let's see just a random move to move away the bishop from not being taken, and we'll continue with a check. And as you see, in order to keep his bishop alive, black king has to come up to e3 again, setting us up for a perfect little discovered check here. So with the bishop on e7, we have a discovered check. We move the knight to either f5 or c6, doesn't really matter. Go up with a check, and then we will take the bishop like this. Okay, so then when we back up a little bit, now we really realize, okay, this bishop is under attack. It cannot go here, and it cannot go there. It will be taken straight away. So he's got 5 different squares to choose from. But wherever he goes, we will have a knight check on d4, followed by a discovered check and taking this bishop. This is pretty great. Look at this first. Check. Discovered check. Double check, actually, and they will lose the bishop. Or here is the same thing. Check. And another discovered check here, and we take the bishop. If it goes to a3, we will have the same c2 or b5, discover check, and the bishop is lost. And the last possible defense is to go with the bishop to h6, but we will have the same. The same plan goes everywhere, and the discovered check comes here. Check here, and the bishop is lost. And after that, we are piece up. We will get our king up, run with our pawn, perhaps put the bishop here or here. Sooner or later, we will, with our superior material, force the black bishop to sacrifice on this pawn. It's going to be many, many moves still, but for you who want to do this, try this on your own towards the computer, and you will see that you will win this in the end. It's a good practice, I think. But for now, I think this study is solved by this, and we look at another one tomorrow. I hope you will join me by then. Have a great day. See you later. And bye-bye.